My name is Michelle Hargreaves. I'm Managing Director for Stagecoach South West and we're in Exeter today. Right here we have an operations site where drivers are based from. We have an engineering function, we have the training department and the head office is also based here in Exeter. There are just over 430 driving staff. In the training school there is 10 and there are 19 within head office and the rest is engineering. All the training is done in-house and we have a dedicated internal training team. Prior to working for the bus industry, I worked in retail and I was a store detective and decided to go and look for something completely different and walked into the job centre this day and saw an advert for a bus company that were looking for a cashier. I thought, oh, I could do that. So I went along for the interview and I was offered the job and I started in the cash office and from there in the cash office for about 6 months after I'd completed my training. They wanted me to move into the traffic department, which was driver detail, and then I was offered the chance to become a controller, which meant that I supervised the sign-on and sign-off of all drivers and made sure that everything went out on time. They offered me a position as an operations manager at Blackburn, only a small depot, small minibus, 19 vehicles. And I actually thought at the time, I don't know if I can do this. And I was told by the operations director, you'll have full training, we'll take you through all the different courses, and that's what they did. After 18 months I was moved to a bigger depot, which gave me more opportunity, more training again to get to where I wanted to be. And I was asked if I wanted to apply for a traffic manager's post, and again I thought, God, can I really do this? And I applied for it, and I got this job in Northampton as a traffic manager. Worked my socks off and 9 months later they made me an operations director, and then an MD's positions became available within Stagecoach. And what was good, there is periodic training, so it's not just employment law and disciplinaries and how to move the company forward under the different legislation, but there was other ways of training, new ways, which I found quite encouraging. So I applied for it and it was very successful, and I got this post here in November of last year, and this is where I am today. I'm going to show that I can do this. And I didn't leave school with A-levels and O-levels. You know, I've got to where I am today through commitment from me and commitment from the company in taking me through to where I am. The skills that are most important to me is patience, understanding and listening. Without those three, then I don't feel that I'm going anywhere with the people that I work with. Within my time in Stagecoach, I've done cashier, driver detailer, controller, supervisor, operations manager, traffic manager, operations director and today managing director. I've done everything in the business, which I find has been really good for me in this role, because when somebody said, oh, but actually, yeah, and I can see what they're talking about, and I think people appreciate that. Stagecoach offer a very clear progression within the company for staff, and we also do graduate programmes, and we're still doing them even in the economic climate where other companies aren't. We feel that it's important that we have a progression plan within the company, and it's within each company and the group, so there is lots going on for our staff to develop and go further. You get into the bus industry and people say, oh, it's all about buses. Well, it isn't to me, it's about people, and I like people, and I think that's been my driving force. Well, every day is different being a managing director, I've found. I come in the morning and there's always something new on the table that is a challenge, and sometimes it's a frustrating challenge that you've got to do during the day. But for me, I see myself as somebody that is leading and directing everybody around me. You know, we work together here as a team. I'm not this big person at the top that sort of feeds down, though I have to feed down. But we do it as a team, and I always say we do it, I never say I, because, you know, without our people around us, then we're not where we are today.